Yeah, good morning and welcome to another session. And today we are going to discuss something which affects every one of us. Okay, so when we talk about ourselves, okay, so normally we talk about our physical body. But do you really think are we only our physical body, or is there something beyond the physical? What do you guys think? Are we only a physical collection of organs and muscles and tissues and ligaments and joints and eyes and different organs, or are we something beyond?
Our soul.
Okay, Mukesh is saying our soul. Okay, anybody else?
Mind.
Mind. Okay, somebody saying mind. So there are different koshas, like what we have learned in yoga in the past. So there are different sheets, different koshas, different layers to our being. So when you were born, something happened. What's the first thing happens when you are born? क्या होता है? When you what do your parents do? You cry. Okay, you cry. Then what do your parents do with you? They give
आपका
you what?
नाम रखते हैं।
Hug.
आपका नाम रखते हैं. So मेरा नाम रख दिया गया मनीष, तो आई एम कॉल्ड Manish. But am I truly Manish? Hmm? That's just a name that my parents gave to me. So this is a kind of story that I'm telling you, that I was born. Then my parents they consulted a pandit and they told कि नाम माँ से रखो, and I was called Manish. So that became my identity. Okay. What other stories are being told to us when we are born? Hmm? So this is one story that you are Manish. What other story was told to me? I am a Hindu. Okay. So since I am born in a family which follows certain Hindu traditions, which believes in Krishna, not Jesus, so I became a Hindu. Am I a Hindu? If you think deeply, am I a Hindu? Or is it just a stamp that has been put on me because my parents and my grandparents and the forefathers followed certain traditions, certain way of living? Isn't that a story? Yeah. So name is a story, religion is a story. What next? So when you are now 1 or 1.5 years old, you are put into a school and you learn different stories. So what stories do we learn in school? Positive and negative stories? Anyone? Hmm? What stories do we learn?
How to respect elders.
How to respect elders. So you are taught a certain way of living, a certain way of conforming to certain standards which is acceptable in the society. So this is right, this is wrong. You should behave in a certain way, you should not behave in a certain way. So you are taught a way to live life in a certain way, which is uniform with certain civil codes, with certain society codes. Isn't that a story too? Hmm? So it's like your unique self-expression is being taken from you right after your birth. And similarly, many other cases. I can go on and on and on. Like what stories we tell. Uh, we are told stories by our parents, by our teachers. Sometimes we are told you are not good at this. You should not do this. You should do this. So what we are? If I just recollect everything that we said, what are we then? We are just a collection of our stories.
Yeah, we are just the collection of our belief patterns which we get from our parents, ancestors, schools, and everyone.
Siblings, spouses, partners,
Yeah.
colleagues, everyone. So we are just a collection of our stories, and so we are just like born with a within a plain canvas. And one by one, if somebody comes, put a brush on it. Somebody comes, puts a dark brush, light brush, happiness, sadness, and what that does is some collection of stories. So there is another person within you. आपके अंदर और कोई भी है, which is that tape recorder, that voice inside your head is constantly going on. I would just challenge everyone today. Just notice while bathing, while cooking, while eating, is there a tape recorder going on in your mind? Everybody will say yes. Nobody has said no, that there is no tape recorder that is going on. This belief system, what Ekta said. So that is basically our subconscious beliefs, our subconscious mind, which has been programmed in a certain way to believe certain thoughts which we think is true. So if I became a Hindu, then every other religion is bad. Only Hinduism, only Krishna is the ultimate. Is it true? What about Jesus? What about Prophet? What about Vaheguru or Various others, yeah. Hmm? कौन सच है? Who is the truth? And problem is not there. Problem is there where where we start believing in the false stories. So very personal sharing I'm doing. I was told when I was a child, I'm good at nothing. Although very successful on the outside, I always carried that belief with me that I'm good at nothing. So I had this fear of public speaking. Believe me, just 2 years ago, I could not take these classes just because of fear. Because why? Because someone told me around 20 years ago, 25 years ago, that you are good at nothing. So this is a false story that I was carrying. What anybody wants to share after listening to me, any false story, I know it's a very personal thing, or any belief that may or may not be true, but somebody told you and you're carrying that with you. Anyone wants to share? Hmm? You are ugly, you are not beautiful, you are dark, you are tall, you are short. Hmm? सुना है सबने ये सब? Hmm? Everybody. Hmm? You are fat. Hmm? You don't look beautiful. Hmm? So many things we are told to us, and we carry that with us, and those emotions pull us down. That doesn't allow us to live life to the fullest. And somewhere, somehow, we carry that fear within us, that fear of judgment. That why do so many people have fear of public speaking? What do you think? I think this is the number one fear. Even somebody would prefer death rather than speaking. For many people are there I met. मुझे मार दो, but I cannot speak in public. My daughter is also like that. Dad, I can. Why do you think people have that? Hmm? Everybody, it's very common. It's very common.
Judgment of judgment, basically.
Judgment, but it is your stories that people may judge you. It's again a story. So nobody shared their story. I'm very surprised. कुछ याद नहीं आया आपको? Yeah, or maybe you guys don't. Yeah, Mukesh, you want to share anything? You are smiling. Yeah. Any story that you are carrying for years or generations or yeah, whatever you think. Come on,
Yeah,
it
it's similar like what he said. It's a good for nothing, very slow in all the things. So
yeah, very lazy.
those it's kind of similar only.
Yeah, I'm into
तो
remaining.
बहुत
Mhm.
प्रेस तो मिला नहीं है कभी. Like he said, there's a tendency that nobody wants to actually talk a lot about your positivities. People see what I mean, what gets spoken about in family, in all our traditional families, is more about where we are lacking, and that is getting highlighted day in and day out. You are lazy, you are slow, you have not achieved enough. There is your milestones are way ahead, and look at the world, outside world, where they are. Look at your peers. So that
Lot of,
those kind of
lot
uh,
of comparisons here, a lot of comparisons. Geeta aunty, you muted yourself. You want to share anything?
Yeah, I wanted to share because I've gone through this similar experience for years. And way up, I think, until 35 or so, uh, I constantly worked on myself to figure out why am I getting negative inputs from people around me. Those were important part of your life. And then just introspection, I realized that if I want to get self-control um, of myself, I need to get out of my environment and figure out, am I really what they are saying I am? And that's when I think that was at the age of 30, I kind of stepped out uh, and went back to college, got some knowledge, got my mind a little overhauled, um, and things started falling. You know, the universe then, when you take the initiative that you want to make a change or you want to figure out actually what you are, the universe works for you. So situations came up where I got, without having to go ask for a job, I got offers. I started working, being in my home, being in my society, not stepping out. But so I got a sales job, which I could do at sitting at home. And in spite of um, not getting any acceptance within the home environment, I got tremendous love and appreciation from outside. That's when I said, okay, I am capable. And from then onwards, it was no stopping. So the universe worked and worked and worked, and today I am what I am. And even the Manish, you also came in my life. So,
Uh, yeah, say they attract that like attracts like, and
so
what
there's
you
never
said,
a
yes.
time when you're perfect. There's always scope for improvement.
Always scope for improvement. Absolutely. See, they say now when you start taking care of yourself, your entire worldview changes, and it's when you start valuing yourself that you are precious. Yeah, it's very very important to connect with your preciousness, that how precious you are, how sacred your time is on this planet. We need to understand that we are not here forever. We are here for a minuscule of not even a second if you look at the larger scheme of things. It's like this: 13.8 billion years this universe has been in existence. And you are here for maybe 60, 70, 80, 100 years. That's it. Not even a fraction. And what do we do? See dancing cats on phone, play video games, stay up late at night, uh, waste our time, not realizing why we are here. So that's a different story altogether. But we need to understand that whatever we are today, the canvas of our life, we have designed that consciously or subconsciously through various sources. Now, ये तो मैंने बता दिया, this is the problem. Then what is the solution? And how do you get out of this? How do you get out of this false conditioning that I am this, I am Manish, I am a Hindu, uh, I am a businessman, I am a husband, I am this, I am that, but am I truly this? So, if you want a permanent solution, the only way is to connect with your true self. But yeah, that is like the graduation thing. So for graduation, what you have to do, you have to go through various levels of evolution. So what the technique that I learned is, it's called the work by Byron Katie, wherein you ask yourself a series of questions. So first question that you ask yourself, like Mukesh said, Mukesh was also told that, like me, that you're good for nothing. Is it true? Hmm? Is it really true that you're good for nothing? When you go back to your life, you see your achievements, what you have done till now. Maybe he has done an MBA, he has done a CFA, he is the vice president in Kotak right now. And so is it true that he's good for nothing? Most of the problems get solved there only. The most important question that you should ask yourself: what would I be without that story? Very important question. If this story doesn't exist in your mind, what would you be? That you just became a blank slate again, that every day when you wake up, it's like an opportunity. So life is not about then you are born, you die. It's like every day when you get up in the morning, it's like a new opportunity. It's like your rebirth to paint the canvas of your life. And who is in charge of that? Hmm? Who is in charge of your life? We ourselves. The day you realize that you have the, why did God give us willpower? Hmm? You have the choice to attend this class, you have the choice not to attend this class, you have the choice to work on yourself, you have the choice to destroy yourself, you have the choice to eat healthy food, you have the choice. Everything in life is choices. So if you want to बोलते हैं drop your story, so what should you do logically? क्या करना चाहिए logically? Hmm? If you want to drop your story, what would you do? What should you do? I've given enough hints now. Come on, don't worry, there's no negative marking here. Yeah, Harpreet?
First, first we'll start with affirmations that we are a pure, powerful, peaceful soul.
Yes,
We'll
yes,
start believing in ourselves.
absolutely. Affirmations is one of the way. Affirmations is one of the way to reprogram you, because what you say constantly and that you become. It's like advertisements. How does advertisements work? They show you again and again that दूध 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 wonderful दूध तो दूध wonderful बन गया, right? So that is the way it works. The things that you stay constantly. Affirmations should not be done only in the morning or evening. That should be your tape recorder. Yes, very good, Ekta. One is that. What else? How can you drop your story and write a new book? Yeah, Harpreet, yeah, you want to say anything?
So, work on your self development
Uh,
and constant reading, constant meeting people, and who you look up to. And that is for me what I do. And apply whatever is feasible for you. So, yeah. So I
is
keep
it?
reinventing myself again and again and again. And I really push myself out of my comfort zone. So that is also very important for me.
It's very good, yeah. So associations, you talk about staying with the right people. Very important. If you want to, well, then again, you become the kind of people you hang out with. You become that. Very important. She spoke about reading. So reading from. So I would say everybody should read some form of scripture every day. Why scriptures? Because they are like manuals for living. So कैसे हम you bring a electronic appliance to your house and you have a manual. Huh? So I have this phone, but I don't know how to use it. It's like that. That we have been given this mind-body complex, but we don't know how to realize the true human potential. So then there comes the kleshas, the vidya, the asmita, the ego, the attachments, the likes and dislikes, and we are always like entangled in those only. So right knowledge. So I would say the stories that you have been carrying till now, if you want to categorize in two words, it is wrong knowledge. And the antidote to that, what is the antidote to that? It is right knowledge. So it's a process wherein they say now everybody needs a guru, everybody needs a teacher, to everybody needs a sangat. सही संगत चाहिए कि हम सही संगत में रहें, सही किताबें पढ़ें, सही खान पान हो हमारा diet very very important. The A basically the ABCDE what we say, the association, the books, chanting or the affirmations, diet, your etiquettes, your routines, everything that you do today. So everybody wants a bright future. Future is not built in future. Your future is built in the present. For that first, your this is full. It is full of what? The past stories. So पहला step क्या करना है? You need to drop your stories. You need to unlearn what you have learned till now. Stop believing in everything what your mind says. So once you stop believing this, बोलते ना, your hard drive, your mental hard drive, that becomes empty. And that is the opportunity. So that is why what I said, the seventh blue zone habit. Anybody remembers what is the seventh blue zone habit we learned in the last session? मैंने ग्रुप में लिखा था. No, सब नीचे देख रहे हैं. No cheating. Yeah, it was the practice of sitting still every morning. So when you wake up, whatever time you wake up, whether it's Brahma Muhurat, whether it's 5 or 6 a.m., 7 a.m., late afternoon, 8 a.m., 9 a.m., whenever you get up, I used to get up. Okay. You just sit still for a while and just empty what is there inside. Journaling is a very good practice you can do before sleeping. So whatever is there in your mind, you just bring it down on paper. If you sleep with an empty slate, कैसे हम बर्तन साफ करके सोते? Anybody here who doesn't clean their dishes before sleeping? I guess no one. Why do we do that? So that when we wake up to a fresh kitchen, fresh utensils. Similarly, your mind. That when you sleep, you just empty your mind. You just bring everything on paper. You just surrender that. खत्म. कल का कल देखेंगे. We'll see tomorrow. And when you wake up, start your day in a very, very calm, very serene way. Don't start rushing into things. Keep your cell phone away, get an alarm clock. Don't scroll through social media before 8 or 9 a.m. Don't look at your emails, your office work, anything. So spend a good like 20-30 minutes with yourself. Start enjoying your own company. So this is the way you will first clear out the old. That will make way for the new. So this is the way you clear out your emotions, you clear out. There are many other techniques. There are many other techniques that we can follow, but this technique worked for me. When I just ask myself, whenever my mind speaks rubbish, is it true? Hmm? So अगर आंसर नो है तो उधर ही चैप्टर क्लोज हो गया. It is not true because I know that this is just my mind that is playing games with me. And after so much of understanding, after so much of conditioning, we know that we have the power. We have the willpower to have that the reins of our mind is in our control. You have seen Rath Kalpana, the picture of Krishna holding the reins of the horse, Arjuna sitting at the back on a chariot. Yeah, जो भगवत गीता में हम देखते हैं फोटो ऊपर होता है. So what does the chariot represent? It represents our body. It represents our body. What does Krishna represent? He is the intellect. And what are the horses? What do they represent? They are the five senses. And the reins. Arjuna is the mind. He is confused. Arjuna is confused whether I should run away or whether I should fight. So Krishna, the intellect. Who was holding the reins? Was it Arjuna or Krishna? Krishna. Was Krishna. Problem is that today our reins are in the hands of the mind, not the intellect. That we are always swayed by our emotions. If somebody says yes, you feel good. Somebody says no, you feel bad. Somebody praised you, you feel good. Somebody uh, gives a taunt, you feel bad. So it's like the reins of your senses is in the hands of the mind. But who should control it? It's the Krishna, the intellect, the wise self within you, which knows what is right, what is wrong. It is a distinguishing power. So when you let your intellect take over, but intellect when kab hoga, when your mind is still. If you're always agitated, if you're always on that surface and that uh, vrittis that we learned that day about the vrittis, you're always there on the surface. Will you be ever able to control your senses? Hmm? So think about it. These are very deep sessions. This is from the Vedanta philosophy that I learned from Chinmaya Mission. It's a very, very deep science of human psychology, human mind, much deeper than psychology and the psychiatry that we learn. The yoga philosophy that we will learn. So it's going to be a beautiful journey. So those who have not registered, please register, because I'm going to like promote my event on Sunday, and I'm expected to get many participants. And Sharan is telling that Manish, please stop at 30 so that you can deliver good quality. Around 10 or 12 of you have registered till now. Others, like especially the regular ones, Mukesh, Manmohan ji, Harpreet, आप लोग तो एटलीस्ट गीता आंटी या जिनका बाकी है अभी. If you are interested, no pressure to join. Obviously, if you are interested, please join. So we will like systematically go deeper into the science of yoga, Vedanta, and obviously the modern medical science also, the studies that I will undertake in future also. So we will cover that in detail. Any questions or any sharing anybody has, or any realization that you got? It was a very deep topic today again. Yeah. Anyone wants to share anything from their life, or higher, this thing I was carrying, but this was not true. I'm sure many of you must have got this realization. So come, let's start with a sitting practice. Just be on your mat wherever you are. Remove your spectacles. Chashma utar dijiye aap. Yeah. Keep your back comfortably erect. You can take any meditative posture, either sitting on a chair or on the floor. Keep your feet firmly planted on the floor if you're sitting on a chair. Those who are sitting on the floor, take any comfortable position of your choice. Gently close your eyes. Let's start by bringing our awareness into the present moment. Today is Friday, 22nd of November 2024, 6:55 a.m. You are sitting in your bedroom, in your living room, wherever you are. Just become aware of your surroundings. Start by taking your attention to your breath. Just notice the incoming and the outgoing breath without any judgment, without trying to control anything. Just be. Many thoughts will run through your mind. So that is just the voice inside your head. Very politely ask the voice to shut up. and bring your attention back to your breath. Now take your attention to the sounds around you. So whatever sound you can listen to right now, the sound of my voice, the sound of the clock, cars on the road, maybe birds chirping. Just become aware of the sounds. Once you have brought your attention into the present moment, let's start by releasing our past. So whatever information, whatever conditioning you are carrying, it is of no relevance. This is all past, which is gone. So let us erase all the wrong knowledge, everything that has been told to you till now. Let's erase everything that is not serving us. Let this day be a rebirth. Like I said, every day you are born, you have a blank page, a blank canvas to write your story. Every day is an opportunity to draw a new painting on the canvas of your life. Let's make our this day beautiful. Let's write a story which you would be proud to read a few years from now. Let us shine so brightly that at the end of our days, everyone says that yes, there was someone who lived his life fully and completely. Let us resolve to take care of ourselves as if we are precious. Respect your time on this planet. Let your unique self expression shine without any fear of judgment, without any fear of failure, because you are not answerable to anyone. The only person you are answerable to is yourself. So just release all the kleshas, all the attachments, your likes and dislikes, and be like water. Just flow with the life. Let's surrender to every moment of existence, because this moment, which is there in front of you, is the only truth. So, whatever we are today has been the results of our past actions. So what this also means that whatever you want to be in future will be determined by your present actions. So let's give our reasonable best every moment of existence. Let's honor the Creator who gave us this gift of human body, this gift of life. Let's take care of it, our body, our mind, our intellect, in the best possible way. It's our duty. Self-care is a duty. At the same time, also realize that your right is only to the duty, not on the results. So give your best every day without any expectations of any praise, without any expectations of any immaterial benefits. Whatever work has been put in front of you is His hukum. Yes, continue being with your breath. Just see the voice inside your head. It is slowing down. We start with Om chanting. So very gently inhale and exhaling. Inhale. One last time. Inhale. Just be with the vibrations. Very slowly and gently. When you feel like, rub your palms, cup your eyes, and just open your eyes in the hollow part of the palm. Start blinking your eyes first and gently opening eyes. Come, let's start with exercises.